hair salon, you know, has this 20 feet ceilings, right?
Yeah.
And I never had a wall space that large before, so I was thinking, you know, if I get a painting, a 3 painting instead of 1, you know, 8 feet, 7 feet by 2 feet each, you know?
Yeah.
And just make it so out there, so wonderful that someone, no matter what the price, will see it, you know, off the street and go, I gotta go look at that painting, you know, and like put like $5,000 on it, you know.
Yeah.
And when I could get one person to fill the whole place, and I was like,
Right.
oh, I could do it for you, Bianca. That was her name, because I was like, you know, I have like 30 pieces in storage.
Yeah.
You know, recent paintings, old paintings, and for me to come up with 10 paintings in 3 months, new ones,
Yeah.
and hang up
That's
the
a
other 10, you
that's
know.
a tough call. That's
Yeah, that's why I was thinking, you know, with Kung Fu and everything, I might have overscheduled, but
right.
man,
That's great. How did you get it?
she saw a show of mine a couple of years back at the Picarian Gallery,
Yeah.
and gave me a call. She actually called a few times, and finally we called her back and had a meeting with her, and where she got to meet me, and I got to meet her, and I got to see the space, and yeah,
That's
we
great.
agreed on it. She said, hold on for a second.
Okay.
Hey Ray, we good, Ray?
My house was on a cabin on the mountain, and it was 1 room, and it was made out of wood, and the wind would blow and through the planks,
Right.
and we had centipedes, and we used to kill the centipedes at night. And we had this lantern with gas in it, and it would give off some heat, so that was pretty fun.
Wow. That's great. That's cool. Was there a lot of light? Do you remember like the color of the walls? Do you have any memory of like early memory of kind of like do you remember like distinct patterns and colors from very early childhood memory?
Not really. It was made out of wood. So the whole thing's made out of wood, and we didn't have much light. We had 2 lanterns. So at night we basically went to sleep.
Wow.
Because we didn't have electricity, but so it's dark all the time.
Wow. Well, cool. All right. Okay. Now, if you focus your life energy on the penny, and then give the penny back to me.
All your secrets.
Yep. Okay. If you tell a close friend about your feelings, it can lead to great fortune.
Tell a close friend about my feelings?
Yep.
Oh, could lead to fortune.
Yep. That's it.
Wow. Just to make sure it's a close friend, though.
Yeah. That's what the fortune says.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good try.
Can I be your friend?
I'm afraid he'll tell us
Have a good day.
drive out on the car.
What do you mean, because of the dog? Or?
The dog proves that you have enemies. When you have a nightmare or something and somebody's chasing you, that's your enemy, you know.
Right.
But if you learn to, in your dream, you learn to control your enemies, you're powerful, you know.
Right.
And I know that, you know, in my dreams, I will always remember what my grandma says to me, you know, and it really works.
Yeah.
So I used to get up, you know, like so excited and sweating, you know, with all these nightmares.
Right.
And since my grandma talks to me that day, I never have a nightmare that scares me. I always triumph.
Traveling for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, I don't remember the last time where I was going, but I've been down to Tucson and I've been to San Francisco. Now I'm back here staring at Rainier Mountain.
Yeah, that's cool. That is just great. It's cool.
You've really grown here.
Yeah, it I've it's gone through changes. I'm not sure. Did I had the cart, didn't I? The last time I talked to you.
Yes, but it wasn't quite so fancy.
Yeah, I keep making changes. Were you painting the whole time?
Definitely off and on.
That's cool.
This is the latest I made for my
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it. Oh, rising. God, that looks great. That looks really good. Is a lot of your stuff along those lines?
Not so much, because like sometimes I'll just find like a whole scrap pile of old muslin with some
Right.
paint on it, so I'll turn it into a huge collage and just nail it together.
That is cool. That's
Like,
great. I love the subject matter. God, it's got so much character to it. That is great. Yeah, I've always wondered where you went off to. I still have the one that, remember I think we made a trade, but I framed the one you gave me and I have it up in the kitchen of the boarding house I live in, actually. Yeah.
I think I have yours in storage.
Oh, that's cool.
Unfortunately, but
Oh, I can understand that. Yeah, it's. I mean, if you're traveling around, it's hard to take artwork, extra artwork along. That is just so cool. Right, so are you back living here? Then more traveling, or?
Now then, back to Tucson. We've got this space. This old warehouse. Three stories that we're helping renovate and turn into studios for artists.
Yeah.
And it also has like big space for events.
That's great.
Gallery space.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful, man.
It's like a full-on needed as a community type place.
Man.
People are gonna get excited.
That sounds wonderful. Sounds wonderful.
It's got the word around it. And making these weird landscapes. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Just like the last one I did was this big kind of desert scene, and I took this Western Civ book I found in high school, and just took out all the images that looked interesting and started redrawing them into this scene, putting weird people next to strangers, and like just making it kind of a real random area in the desert.
That is
Pretty
cool.
strange, and it had that look, just a bunch of people and far away, close up, but also the perspective was screwed because it'd be this huge tall guy with this little cluster of people next to him, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's funny. That's compositionally the kind of stuff I've been trying. I like to, one thing about doing crowds is to have one person, the singularity of a person in the foreground, but then have the background be this cluster of people. It adds like these, you know, compositionally it's a lot of fun because you can have a lot of complicated activity right there by the singularity of the one in the front. You know. That's cool. And you got work here too?
This is these photos I've been taking and
that is amazing.
looking at them like an abstract painting kind of.
That's cool. You mind if I hold it up for the camera too? Right. That is really cool.
Not so much looking at it like getting kind of dirty.
Not so much looking at it as an object, but
Or
looking
just like
at it.
as a woman at a bus stop that went by on my bike and took a bad picture, but like when you turn upside down, then it's all these cool lines.
Compositionally, yeah. Yeah, that's really amazing. That's cool. Yeah. God, I really did this stuff a lot. This is great. So cool.
I haven't been able to take any photos lately because I don't have any money, so.
Don't have the facilities for it.
Well, this is just like, it gave me the idea because I'd go to Walgreens and just get this packet of photos back and they would sit around and not do anything.
Right.
So I wanted to try to integrate them into some art and not just have it be like showing a photo, but more like looking at it differently than just how the photo was taken.
I like the way you mounted them, yeah. That is cool. These are great.
I think this is probably my favorite photo I've ever taken. This top one right here.
All right. That's great. Where'd you take that one at?
These are all Tucson.
Cool. How did you find Tucson? Did you know someone who lived there?
Yeah, I met him up here, and then we moved down there. I don't remember when I was talking with you, like what point in my life I was, because I know I went to a semester in Cornish, and that kind of soured me on any kind of schooling, and it was
right
after 9/11, and I was just wanted to get out.
I hear you.
Just live for a while, so we went down to Tucson.
That is cool. Yeah, I know. I went to Evergreen for a year, and I was like, academia is killing my creativity. I mean, it was good to learn, but
Taking photos now and collaged with them.
yeah.
The other. This is the other one.
All right. Wow.
So now they start looking like clusters of paint.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, if anyone would be able to start doing that, you would be able to. That is cool. I mean, it's great that you're already, like, I like to call them like fields, is the idea of, you're looking at an image, but basically its parts just kind of make up a flat pattern like that. But from your photos, it looks like you're aware of kind of like the fields, and so it probably makes it so that you can start combining them like that in the painting.
It's exciting to me because they happen real fast because I don't want to think about it too much.
Yeah.
So when they do happen, it's like those exciting brush strokes and little pieces.
Right, just like brush strokes.
Plan.
That's cool.
And it's other photo combos. This kind of represents America. Right?
Americana, yeah.
America.
Yeah, definitely. This reminds me of what the kind of reasons I actually liked living in Tacoma for a while. There's a lot of history there when you don't think about America having as much history to it.
This is what really excites me. Is
Oh, these two work really well together.
yeah, these two when photos like connect themselves. Like
Oh yeah, completely.
just kind of weird.
Juxtaposition.
Yeah, especially when the film does stuff on its own like that.
Oh yeah,
I just know that.
it's cool.
I want to just start trying to take photos without taking photos to get some effects like that. Use them for collage sake.
I wonder how you can enhance that. I wonder if you can take a camera and like drill a hole in it, maybe something that would allow some light in. I don't know, something like that. Those are great, man. It's so good to see that you're still doing a lot of work. That's cool. Oh, these are excellent.
I met this, from Tucson I went to San Francisco and lived in the East Bay for a while.
Yeah.
I met these guys that have a website called northbeachart.com.
Yeah.
They gave me a package of slides. I hope that they would be selling prints and work.
All right.
Some originals down the road.
Right.
It's like the only art business venture I've been in, pretty much, like as far as trying to do something.
In a while.
Got a second?
Second, I guess.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Doing okay.
Right.
What's on your mind?
hopefully,
I'll be right here. Just
yeah, I really do want to get on public access television. I'm very serious about it. So I think, yeah. But I'm sorry. So you were the slides, and you thought they might be able to sell prints before?
Yeah. I mean, as far as my art is concerned, I've been making it definitely, but I haven't been getting out enough. Like Tucson, the street scene in downtown, it's like, you know, one of these faraway suburbs, kind of, with hardly any people. And they're not interested in buying like stuff that I just showed you, as opposed to the hand of people you get.
Right. They, I mean,
when I was in Oakland, I made like about 160 pieces.
Yeah.
I don't know, a couple of months' time, because I was just hermiting myself, model of Carlos Rossi, and just painting all the time.
Right.
And then I decided to move back to Tucson, and I always get to this point where I've settled so long and acquired so much stuff that I've found or made that it just blows my mind, and I get frustrated. So I started giving it away and just going out on telephone poles and nailing it up.
Right.
This kind of resembles street signs in a way, and just look
the flyers, the show flyers around town.
No, just like the actual art, like leave around town.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And that was liberating, and just like instead of trying to hold on to each piece I've made and have a slide and try to have everything accounted for, and just freeing it up.
That sounds good.
A lot of things. So then I went to Tucson with the mindset of I want to make murals and not have to have like all this supplies and all these art pieces I've made. Just have a mural that's like your project, you know, and that's what you go spend your time on, and there it is right there all the time.
Right.
So I ended up just doing one guerrilla style at night with a paintbrush and go there every night of the week.
How big was the?
It was like a big long block, probably like the length of that wall right over there.
No way! Wow.
And it already had this really nice brown like line, brown to the ground, and then gray above with these big blotches of white. Painted graffiti over
Right.
It looked like clouds, so I just started adding all these random people, and then adding background colors and bringing out the shapes of people. It lasted like a good 3 months probably.
Wow.
And they covered it in white, so I spray painted on there, and all of a sudden snowstorm would be set in whatever world. Got buried in snow.
Oh, really?
That's what it looked like.
It'll. Now, you mean now?
No, they painted over it. Like the city painted over it white.
Wow.
So it looked like a snowstorm and buried
the landscape.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I have this idea of drawing, going back at night and finding where certain characters may have been and like painting them, like digging out of their murals.
Right. That's a good idea.
A shovel or something.
Yeah. That's great. And then give the penny back to me when you're ready. Okay. All right.
Hi.
Your fortune is pay close attention to people you meet for the next month, strangers that you meet for the first time, and if you pay closely to things they say that they bring you news about things you haven't heard about before, respond to that, and that can lead to great fortune.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
It doesn't matter. All right. If you focus your life energy on the penny, and then give the penny back to me. Okay. Okay. this is a great time for the next few days. This is a great time for you to try to contact someone you haven't talked to for a while. If there's someone you haven't talked to for a while who you want to talk to, this is you'll have great fortune with it for right now.
Okay.
So
sounds good to me.
All right, man. Have a good one. Trying to work towards. All right, good deal, man. I've been trying to work towards. I'm looking for people who are interested in doing some video work. So I was going to email you asking about that, because I don't know if it'll probably take some time, but I need people who would, because I'm working with some kind of abstract footage. So if you're interested, you should let me know. All right, that would be the way to do it. Where at? All right. Yeah. What kind of music do you sing?
Opera.
Oh, no way! Wow. I knew someone who learned opera. That's great.
How do they like it?
She loved it. It was really amazing. I still remember. I don't know the words, of course. A lot of them are like in Italian and stuff. But yeah, she had a really amazing voice.
Sing jazz too.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, it's as simple as painting every day. Literally, so cute. Painting every day. It's that simple. As long as I do that, then the work just unfolds for me.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm
Yeah.
the same way. That's like getting back to square one. It's like not even thinking about what the painting is. It's like, as long as I pick up the brush, put some paint on it, and apply it, that's what it's all about.
Kind of getting lost in the process and enjoying the process.
Exactly.
No matter what the process happens to be, and it's almost militant in some ways.
You have to be, yeah. But in a way, it's good too, because if you say, "Well, I'm just going to paint for this amount of hours," then you don't have to worry about it.
Right. Well, and I think that's kind of fun too, because I end up surprising myself. I'll go into it with that thought, and then I'll just stay because I don't want to leave.
Right.
And I just keep going with it, and I think it's important that you fall in love with your work.
I know.
It's like
totally.
playing an instrument. It only gets better with time. The more you practice, the more you know.